Once you've finished and tested your app, it's time for publishing. First thing we need to do is create an account in the app world, which is a free process. You need to go to developer.blackberry.com and then go to app world. In here you'll find a lot of documentation that you should really look into when you're publishing your app, so that you don't make any silly mistakes and get your app rejected or get or miss out something important. If we scroll down and go to submit your app or theme, that will take us to the vendor portal where we can create our account. That's done here. If you click get started, you need to agree with their agreements, with their contracts. You're going to have to enter personal information and company information. That's just basic contact details, personal website and email, full name, addresses. If you're going to sell your apps, you need to associate your App World account with a PayPal account. So you need an active PayPal account in order to carry out that step. That's only if you're going to charge for your apps. And that's all. After you complete that, you'll receive an email in about 24 hours with the approval of your account. And from there, you can just log in and start publishing your apps. You go to manage products, and then you can create a new app. Something that's very important that we haven't really looked into in much detail is the config.yml file of your app. So I'm going to show you this one as an example. There's really good documentation on what these files should contain and what each one of the fields mean, but I'll go through it really quickly. This needs to be enclosed in widget tags. You enter the name of your app, the author. You can optionally add a URL in there. You can add an app description here if you want. Icon. Okay, you need to have an icon for your app. You can have just one size icon and that will adjust for different resolutions. Or if we look at the documentation in here, you'll see that there's a way to enter multiple icons for different resolutions. That's here. So we're basically in developing, and then we're in creating a configuration document and looking at the icon elements. You can have different entries for different sizes of icons, or you can just stick with the big one. That's all okay. Same thing for the splash screen, which by the way is not compulsory. You can just use the default one, but of course it looks better if you have one. Regarding the splash screen, you can also define different sizes, and you can even have different splash screen for say the portrait and the landscape mode, as you see here. And well, there's an entire article in the design part of this portal that shows you that it gives you the resolution of the devices that you'll need. So that's all about that's for the splash screen. We need to have an entry with our entry point on our app, which is index.html. These elements here, let's recall that we added those so that the bbui library would work properly. If your app is going to access the internet, you need to set up the corresponding hosts in here. So in my case, I've written my homepage and also local host for when I'm developing locally. You can also add a license. You can write the text or provide a link to where the license is. And just like I showed you before, there's an entire section about the config.xml file with a lot of examples and explanations on the different fields, what they mean, what they're used for. You can define orientation here, and I'm just going to show you this one really quickly. Permits. If your app is going to access the camera or some other things such as GPS location, microphone, your contacts, phone contacts, calendar, and other stuff. This is where you need to add the corresponding entries to your config file. And well, when we are submitting our app, you're gonna need some more artwork. So there's a whole section here about preparing your app, and you need to have a logo for yourself, your company, the icon of the app, which needs to be of certain size, much bigger than the one you're using on the actual app, a featured image, and you can optionally have screenshots as well, and yeah, your logo of your vendor. So what you should look into next is the external video that I've attached to the course, which is an official video that shows you the submission process of the Upworld store, so that you follow that, and then you're all good to go. I'd like to thank you very much for following all the way to here, and once you publish your apps, let me know so that I can take a look at them and give you a 5-star review. And yeah, it's always good to have some good feedback and comments on the course. So I wish you the best of luck and see you soon.